What's a mom to do to keep her family safe? That's the premise of the new thriller from the best-selling author of Woman on the Edge. Samantha M joins us now with more on her new book, Watch Out for Her. Good morning to you.
Oh, good morning. Thank you for having me.
I'm so thrilled to read this book because Woman on the Edge was one of my favorite thrillers to read. And then when I found out you were writing a new one, and then I found out I didn't know that you were Canadian. And I'm like, oh, yes.
Oh, thank you so much. I think there's a little delay on my side here. I apologize, but I really appreciate that. The Canadian audience has just been phenomenal to me.
Now, was it important for you to set this book in Canada? Your first novel, international bestseller, is set in the States. This one's set in Vancouver and Toronto. Important for you for that setting to show Canada?
It's the first time I've ever set a book in Canada because I've written other books that never got published. And yes, it was very important to me. I choose my settings very carefully. And this one felt right to be in Toronto and Vancouver. I definitely wanted to give some love to the Canadian readers who have been so incredibly supportive of me since Woman on the Edge was published. And I definitely wanted to put Canada into a thriller for, a worldwide audience to see what an incredible country we have.
That's awesome. So the thriller is all based on watching, surveillance, and what we think we see in a person and what we think we see in ourselves, right?
It's exactly that. It's about being seen, how we want other people to see us, how we see other people, and then the whole concept of watching. I think we all like to people watch. I know that I do, of course, as a writer and just as someone fascinated by psychology. I think we're all interested in looking into people's lives in some way and comparing them to our own. And one of my main characters, Sarah Goldman, is a photographer. And so her perspective of the world is through a lens, and she uses that to help her find out who she is.
Right, and the other character is the young woman that she hires as the babysitter and watches very closely, and it's an interesting twist, and you're such a good mystery writer because, I read a lot of mysteries, and normally I'm like, okay, I know who it's going to be. I had no idea in this one. It was awesome. So thank you for that.
That's the best thing I could hear.
Do you kind of write the end of a thriller before you write the beginning? How do you make it work so well?
Such a good question. In some ways, I write a very, very detailed outline before I begin. It's 15 to 17 pages, and I'm plotting everything out so that I have a map and a guide. So I did know some of the major twists that were going to happen so I could lay out the clues and the plot beats and the characters', arcs and motivations. But I do try to let my characters lead me. They do things I do not want them to do, that I'm not expecting them to do, and I can't stop them because it's their book.
Okay, it's an awesome book.
Mine.
Samantha, we've run out of time, but Watch Out for Her is out now and highly recommended. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.